Hello everyone, I've been a Pomeranian owner for 5 years. I've learned some lessons the hard way, and there are regrets, and there are things I wish somebody had told me. And today I'll be sharing all of them with you so that you know exactly what you get yourself into and you can have the best preparation possible before getting a Pomeranian. This video is going to be a bit long, but please bear with me and trust me, I won't include something unless I feel like it's absolutely necessary. So please try to watch the whole thing if you can to avoid making the same mistakes that I did. By the way, English is not my first language, so if you have trouble understanding anything that I say, you can turn on the caption at any point. Okay, let's go straight into it. Number one, Pomeranians are so small and fragile, and the rate of broken bones is a lot higher in smaller breeds compared to larger breeds, so you should be especially cautious when your Pom is still a puppy because they are much more likely to break their bones. Please try not to leave them unattended in high-risk areas such as stairs or let them jump on and off the furniture. I've read stories of Pom breaking their bones after jumping off the sofa or the bed. It's very heartbreaking and it definitely could have been avoided so that you don't have to live with regrets like I did. Number two, Pomeranians are master of manipulation. They're very good at asking for what they want with their puppy eyes. So try not to give in because you can create a monster here. You keep giving them what they want whenever they want it just because they are too cute to resist. You can end up overfeeding them and also spoiling them too much, which is also something we don't want to do because that can create some serious behavioral problems. Number three, Pomeranians are very prone to excessive barking if not trained and corrected properly. So make sure you pay close attention because you don't want to end up with a dog that barks constantly, especially if you live in an apartment building, because you can also risk getting kicked out if you receive, say, complaints from your neighbors. The earlier you start the training, the better. Once they develop their barking habit, it can take a really long time to fix the problem. Number four, dental health in Pomeranians. So because of their small size of the mouth, plaque accumulates easily above and below the gum line. So basically they're prone to plaque buildup and more likely to develop periodontal disease than other breeds. So if you're planning to get a Pom, make sure you can brush the Pom's teeth once a day and start as early as possible to get them used to it because it can be hard to train them to be comfortable with you brushing their teeth without the right training technique later on. This will also help to avoid future vet costs. Professional dental cleaning is definitely not cheap, especially in New York. It can run up to $1,500. So you can also give them a daily dental chew, use oral spray, or add dental supplement to your Pom's water. Keep in mind that these methods can be used as a helpful addition but should not be used in place of brushing. Personally, I brush Cece's teeth daily and give her a dental chew daily. I will put the links to all of the products that I currently use for my Pom's dental health in the description box down below. Number five, because of their size, Pomeranians also have a small bladder capacity and they need to go potty more often than some of the other larger breeds. So it's definitely not good for them to have to hold pee for extended periods of time because it gives the urine time to build bacteria and it can lead to all sorts of problems such as urinary tract infection, UTI. Think about it. How do you feel when you really need to go pee and you have to hold it for say another 4 to 5 hours? You probably go crazy if you have to do that, right? So if you are working long hours and they have to spend a good amount of time staying home alone, one solution would be to use a pee pad inside the house so they can always go whenever they need to, even if you're not home. So please note that if dogs are potty pad trained, they also have a tendency to get confused and may mistakenly go potty in other soft elevated surface in your house such as your rug. This happens to us. Cece is fully potty trained both indoors and outdoor. However, she sometimes go potty in our rug because the first surface is quite similar to her past, so we had to accept the fact that we would never be able to have rugs in our apartment. When we went apartment hunting in New York City, whenever we saw a rug, we immediately click off. So yeah, training dog to use pee pad definitely has its pros and cons, so you should carefully assess your situation to make the decision for yourself. So if you are still watching up until now, thank you for being a responsible potential palm owner and doing all this research beforehand. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please click on the like and subscribe button to support us so that we can continue producing content for you guys weekly. There's a lot of work that goes into a video like this, and just by clicking on the like and subscribe button, you can really help us out a lot. Number 6, Pomeranians are prone to tearing. So tear strain is very common in Pomeranians. So definitely avoid giving salty human food. It's not good for your dog at all, and you should always try to clean the area around their eyes daily. Number 7, skincare. So Pomeranians are prone to a variety of skin allergies. They're so fluffy, and their actual skins are often covered by their long double coats, so you don't often get to see their skin, and sometimes they develop skin allergies, but it's really hard to notice because of their fluffy coat. So you should definitely try to check the skin thoroughly at least once a week to make sure you spot early signs of skin allergies and treat it in a timely manner. Skin allergies can get pretty messy if left undetected until symptoms are much more severe, and it could take a really long time to heal. Number 8 is brushing. So you should try to brush your palm's coat 2 to 3 times a week or daily during heavy shedding seasons to stop your palm's coat from becoming tangled and matted. In my experience, the easiest way to tell if your frequency of brushing is good is if you can easily run the brush across the body and there wasn't any matted fur. By the way, this is the best brush that I found after trying many different ones, because it doesn't feel tough like a lot of other ones do, and still do a good job of pulling my palm's dead hairs. This is not a sponsored product or anything. Like, I don't get paid, and then I don't work with this company, you know. It's just me sharing what products work for me after many trial and error, of course. Okay, number 9 is grooming and trimming their nails. So it's a skill that you should try your best to learn it by yourself, even though I admit it's not easy at all, because dogs' nails have a quick, and if a nail is cut too short and the quick is cut, this can cause pain and bleeding. So choosing the right nail clipper for your Pomeranian is also tricky because they are so small, and most of the products in the market are just too big for them. I've tried so many different nail clippers and ended up having to give away most of them. I put the link to the one that I'm currently using, that I think it is the best one out there for Pomeranian. It does take practice to master, but it would be helpful to know how to trim their nails by yourself. Cece has some absolutely horrible experiences with groomers. There was this one time the groomer left Cece unattended on the grooming table of this height, and she fell off the table. The groomer didn't let me know about the incident, and it was only when we returned back home and she kept hiding in a corner of the house, and I noticed her unusual behavior, and I did a thorough check and found terrible bruises around her mouth, and I came back the next day to confront them. It's only then that they confessed what really happened to my dog. Another time, she came back from another groomer with super itchy bum, and she just kept like dragging her butt across the floor for a few days. And so Cece is just absolutely traumatized after those horrible experiences and would be shaking like crazy whenever we try to take her to a groomer. My parents' palm once came back with bruises on all his nails. I think the groomer was inexperienced and cut into all his quick, so it just broke my heart to see how much they suffer from those grooming sections. So I decided to stop bringing Cece to groomers and learn to do everything by myself so that she can feel at ease and don't have to stress out too much. And that's why her hairstyle never looks good. I'll admit it, I'm not a very good hairstylist myself. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all groomers are bad. In fact, if you can find a good groomer that you can choose, definitely go for it. But if you don't, and if your dogs didn't have good grooming experiences and are terrified of going to groomers, please try your best to learn how to do it by yourself. So number 10, their bum. So try to keep the area around the bums shaved and trimmed, because otherwise it can get pretty messy when they do the business, and trust me, you don't want to go down that road. I always have the small dog clippers that I often use to trim the fur around their paws area and their butt when it gets longer than it should be. Okay, so those are 10 things you need to know before getting a Pomeranian. I hope this video doesn't overwhelm you. Getting a dog definitely does come with a lot of responsibilities, but it's also very rewarding and meaningful at the same time. I think you'll grow a lot as a person when you become a dog owner because they are like your children. So if you want to know more about Pomeranian characteristics or about Cece, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!